this is ACOP 12 with ACOP 12 Studios. Today I'm going to talk about GUI development. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to screen GUI and put it into our starter GUI here. This starter GUI will come up whenever your player spawns. And I'm going to make a statement here. I'm not going to get into scripting in this course. That'll be for the next one. But I'm just going to show you how the properties of this work. Okay. Activate. I'm actually going to look this up here. This is a good little button here. I love this button. Gives you the thing. Wait. Let's see, we can't find it here. Determines whether the GUI element is interactive with inputs such as mouse. So basically, it determines if I can use the scripting events for this. I've actually never used that, but okay, that's what it does. So now we're gonna exit off that. Look at the properties here for this one. Background color 3. This is a color 3 value. If you don't understand color 3, use this color palette here. I actually understand it a little bit, so I use both because I do have some understanding of it. So I use both, but for right now, I'm going to use gray. I usually make black and white GUIs. A little bit lighter than that. Backgrounds. Okay. Okay, next, background color transparency. This is on, like bright transparency, it's on a 1 to 0 value, 1 being completely opaque or not transparent, 0 being completely opaque or not transparent, 1 being completely transparent, anything in between, basically, whatever. So 0.5, this would be a 0.5 transparency. Put it back on 0. Border color. This is your border. This is the color for your border. Okay. So I want a completely black border. Border pixel size. Say I want a 3 pixel border. I'll have to deselect so you can just see it. See when I got a little 3 pixel border there. I don't want any border though. Okay. Next, the name. You should be familiar with this property. It's how you name things. Position. This is in a UDIM2 value. Basically, this is what makes Roblox GUI development better than any type of 2D graphic software I run into for free, and I can program in JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. Okay, and I like this better than all of them, especially with the new rotation implemented, especially with this next property we're going to talk about, which is rotation. It now can do anything that and more than HTML, CSS, and JavaScript combined. Although JavaScript makes some of the other stuff a lot easier, but you can do more. Basically, this combined with the rotation, this is awesome. Because UDIM2 is awesome because it has a scale property and a pixel property. So I can set my position based on scale, which is these first numbers here, first number here, and the first number here are my scale. 1 is the complete width of my screen, or the parent of whatever, which screen GUI fits to your screen. So that means that position here is complete width of your screen. That's the x-axis. This is the y-axis. So I can position mine. That's actually completely off the screen now. So let's say 0.5. 0.5 would be 50%. Try something here. Put it center one back. Okay, rotation. This is your rotation. It decides how much you want to rotate it. It works in degrees. I will leave this just that. 5.5. Yeah, degrees. Works in degrees, and because of this, you can actually make these, combine these things together and get like triangles and stuff out of them. If you want to, that's how I say whenever I said you can get more out of it in JavaScript. Yeah, it's a little bit harder, but you can do it. Okay. And then you've got size here. This is another UDIM2. 0.75. Now the reason I use scale is because different laptops or different computers have different amounts of pixels. So I use scale so I don't have to worry about how many pixels they actually have on their screen, and if they have a square screen or a wide screen or whatever, it's going to fit on their screen no matter what. Okay, and also if I resize this window, you'll see that it will actually resize with it. Okay, size constraint, relative, just leave this alone. Style, custom. These are different. I always leave mine on custom, but you got different little chat stuff. I always use custom though. Visible, whether or not it's visible, uncheck, visible, which automatically unchecks your active property too, so it will not get inputs if it's not visible. It doesn't show you that, but it won't, so that's something to remember. Z-index, this is from 1 to 10, only whole numbers, so 1 to 10 whole numbers. What this is on your z-axis, what is on top of what. So I want to put, normally I have to do this, I don't have to mess with this, because whatever you add automatically, if I add this frame and I add it to this frame later, whatever I added last gets put on top of whatever's added there first. So normally I don't have to mess with this, but in case you do, that's what that does. I have had to a few times. Archivable, clips descendable, draggable, fairly obvious. That works. See, got a little bitty thing that follows me around because after I spawn. Now, that is the basics of how this works. I'm gonna go ahead and cover the different kind of buttons right here real quick. So we got a text button, a text label, and a text box. Basically, the difference, you really want to know it, text button, you can click. It will take, for scripting purposes, it will take the click event, the mouse button, yeah, the click event, anyway, or the click events or simple. And then you've got the text label. This is basically a text button. It does not take the events for clicking. Text box. This is where the user can click on it and then they can type in their information. That's good for taking user input. There's one more thing I'm going to show you. Go ahead and show you this text label. And the text buttons. Let's skip down all this. I'm not going to worry about it. Text stuff, font size. All this should be relative. If you ever used a editor, word editor, you should get this. Text wrapped. Terms if it's wrapped. Text stroke color. Text, but the important thing I want to put out here is text scaled. This scales it to the size of the button. This is very, very useful. I highly suggest this. You go ahead and implement text scale. Because that'll scale the text to the button, which is good. Because if it's an input that's going to GUI sizes, you should scale your text as well. Anyway, that's all that. You got image labels as well. This will take images. But that is about it for the building of these. So next I'm going to talk about the scripting in my next video.